learn. And that itself puts you ahead of many people who
हाँ
are waiting for the perfect time to start.
अभी ले ले, मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा.
So by the end of this 90 minutes workshop, we mark what the way the group to become a full stack developer. And so may know means what you are thinking, what's about the session. Can you just bring in the chat box what you are thinking and why you are here, what's your big questions. To learn new things. Okay. And may know means how many of your working professional or students and how many years of experience you have right now. So you just want to know that how I can take the student. Okay, student. You get to know the okay, second year student, we say student, okay, student. Student with experience. Okay, how many experience you have? Okay, you're a BTech student. Okay, yes, I do. Great. Okay. Oh, good to know. So, my promise is simple. That okay. So the thing is that I have just 4 questions. Okay. First of all, before starting the session, okay, I request you if you have the laptop. Okay, so can you join with the laptop so that will give you the good understanding about learning and understanding the things. And definitely your attention will be undivided. And the thing is that no recordings will be there. So the mentor will take your doubts and will give a roadmap definitely. There is no recording, so you must be aware of it, and you must be keep writing and noting, and you can keep just put your doubts in the chat box and keep your pen and paper ready. Okay, I think I can just get a thumbs up that how many how many of you just joined with the laptop and how many of you have joined with the phone. I request still okay, so you can start using by the laptop. That you are within that time. Okay. So that will give a broader picture. Join with the laptop, okay, understand the things properly, note down the queries, okay, participate in the chat, so where your queries will be resolved. I will one good.
Voice is not that clear. It's breaking every time and it's not very clear.
Just okay, I hope now that will be clear.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's clear. Okay. Thanks for coming. So yes, the main name is have you joined with the laptop? Yes, majority have you joined with the laptop, right? Can you get the thumbs up in the chat? Great. So first of all, obviously, I think this is the things that where you all are struggle with really kind of things. Okay? Because right now, only the theoretical knowledge with no real project exposure that will not help you out. Okay? And definitely you must have a confusion about where and how to start a career in tech. Okay? Fear of technical interview. It's taking low growth roles with slow salary growth, fear of layouts and job uncertainty, and difficulty switching to IT from non-tech background. I think these are the fears you must have, right? And if apart from that, anything else, you can just write in the chat box. The thing is that I think majority of you right now is students or experience with a 1 or 2 year. Okay, so the thing is that first of all, you must understand that why to get an industry exposure is needed. Because, for example, if you want to add any live projects in your CV or resume, you should get not Uh, okay. Apart from that, for example, I think may I know means can you just drop in the chat box for which company you aspire to work with? I think some of you have your dream company. Can you just drop the name in the chat box? Okay, my voice is breaking. Just okay. Amazon, Cognizant, Google, Microsoft. Okay, these are the product-based companies. May I know, have you any idea that in product-based company, how many rounds is there? Adobe. Three. Great, Robert. Great. Yes, exactly. The first round is your aptitude round, then your technical round, and then again your technical round. And then you will get your HR round actually. Yes, that's it. So to become the part of these companies, you have to work hard in terms of what actually right now industry is looking for. Okay? In terms of your projects, in terms of practical knowledge, in terms of your exposure, and in terms of learning too. Okay. Yes. So as you already mentioned that this Netflix, okay, Adobe, Apple, Google, Microsoft. So, yeah. So these are the companies, and they are the full stack developers are. You can go as a full stack developer, and the good thing is that in the session you will get to know how you can. What is your body, the full stack, or the you can work at the backend part, or you want to go as a full stack developer, and whatever the question, please put it down in the chat box so Nagor can easily means answer. Okay. And the good thing is that development is not limited to the single role. Okay. You can go in any role, like the e-commerce, the startup, the fintech, the edtech, or in the travel and hospitality, or in the automotive and healthcare, and the gaming and entertainment. Okay. So these are the means list of the industries where you can go. Every sector requires their application. That's why demand keeps growing. Okay. Apart from that, it will go with the market means data. Okay. So the software market is worth hundred of billion of dollars. Million of jobs are expected to be created globally. Even in India, full stack developers command attractive salary. This is one of the fastest growing career paths. Okay. Apart from that, yes, you will get tier two bonuses. First of all, the certificate you will receive as a bonus. Okay, and have to and I recommend this to can be valuable with your learning journey. Okay. So yes, today our mentor is Mr. Anibaran Das, who is a technical lead in the HCL Tech itself. Okay. So today, Mr. Anibaran has already brings more than 10 years of software development experience across multiple technologies and has worked extensively in real industry environment. So whatever you will learn today comes from your practical experience, not theory. Okay. And yes. So, may I know means any idea how many websites currently exist on the internet? Can you just drop the chat? Uh, Hello, sir. Good evening.
Is my voice audible to you? Can I
Yes,
can
sir.
पिघल जाता है ये
voice is loud and clear?
पानी अलग से उबालता हूँ मैं पहले उबाल के रख लेता हूँ उसके में जो पानी रहता है
So
ना
let's get
उसी से
some
ये हो जाता है ऐसे ऐसे
So what are you going to learn today and what are the things that it's first of all I'm going to tell you one your full developer and most precise one is a job as a full developer. What is the roadmap?
इलायची डाला हुआ
Roadmap means what are the things what are the things follow as well as how much time you need to stop. That's what basically so I'll be talking. Okay. Is it better now my voice? that's what we are going to
I'm
start
glad my
training.
under
Now, how we dive in, let me hierarchy that I showing you. And one round, when I'm showing
और
you,
बच्चों की तो
more I now, so ask questions in that one. Okay, what will happen? There are a large volume of activities and I can so what will be? I will be doing some activities. After that, I will be asking what this activity will happen. Ask that activity. After that, I give you a screen where I can tell you that okay, ask it to get whatever is right. That you can answer. Okay. So before we start and jump to my meetings, any questions that have been related to that community, it's a random question you can ask. And give a note, sound good answer. Some of them is longer, so you have one where then ask. Then I tell you can
चले
ask
आना भी
the
ये सब
chat.
खाना पीना सकता है सेलिब्रिटी का बोल रहा हूँ
I was in that somebody, multiple people in ask that will be I well we start
इतना नहीं
within a
तो करना है
so that's something that I and
ये वाली उनकी बहुत चल रही है कभी देखा था
okay. Can AI
मूवी
be
है
a straightforward answer? Is it something that I worry about? Is it going to be my job as a full stack developer? Let's give you a very simple example. A very simple example in my menu. I'll give you one. Let's say I have a client and they told me that I want a software where I can, say, just and calculate fine. Now, as a developer or as a freelancer, what you are asking is that I know AI. There are AI models out there. I know that there are multiple options. First thing is you are what you are that I want that immediately start some ideas as well as you start copying it and start right and start down the line it is hours that it start with that particular term or why has it now that will not definitely something. Okay, now we are saying let's say the minimum amount pay for a chat is 25. Now you start developing the
उसको
project.
प्लेस
Even
में
after some time, let's say for a day, you cannot develop
हाउस
it in a day, right? In a day,
बहुत
you
सारे ही तो आए हैं नहीं
can
नहीं
spend 500 times. And also you see a project contains, let's say, 35 files. Down the line, when you are using a high model, that will start processing that 35 process and start file or you do some input that will take. Okay. So it's the right approach you're following. That's what that will be so now what you are trying to try to find out what is the solution for if you're following LinkedIn, following the AI hype already. There are short books. Now you see books. Short book has multiple points. Start with that and the problem is short book that short book. Okay, you cannot. Okay, I'll answer all the questions one by one. Okay, short book cannot do. Okay. Now plot has multiple modules that you cannot do the coding. What is your coding and what is all the things you need to plot. That is the way you go. Now, as soon as you have a proper idea. Still, there is a problem. Start with God to work for entire coding, may be able to build the project before they struggling. After that, fix the problem multiple times and build it. One of the problems, end of the day, so Lord has sent you a film of wisdom. That one God is. Okay? And that's what I'm telling what for a simple jewelry. I'll tell you my I have actually $200 in my company within an hour because I have what is when the company told me how much you can spend and how much you can spend is not profitable. And that within an hour can actually go ahead and spend $200. So that's why don't know anything about what your land is from is start utilizing the ego. That's why companies do not hire. That's why still AI hiring, there are still companies are actually asking whether you put a big whether you put an architecture, whether you put a don't know if they put the company will not pay. You are in $200 in an hour, company will prefer to hire another level. And that's what happens in some companies. Microsoft banned each other AI architecture. There are other companies like they have started in development. So we saw that most of the system and developers. Okay, so this is basically what happens in the industry. You don't follow so what is the computer don't follow something like that. They are the owner of the company. Once it is money to that they can go and again after we get the law is the problem. Okay, fine. So integrated thing, whatever thinking anti-gravity, they are in a pilot, they are there are integrated, but they also need to have an account. Without the account, without the cannot yes. So let's get into this. I have answered your query. What will happen to the development? How the team is AI to approve I try over that. Okay. But what I saw doing AI also right across or by the right across can understand what is happening, what is the front end, what is the back end, what is database output, what is the architecture. Right. These are all very handled nowadays. Previously, what happens, there are developers who can get a job without having a proper architecture. Not the change is that you need to understand now the architecture is very different because they are okay. With this, we start our webinar. Okay. So, what is the
यार है यहाँ से
the
ये
developer?
ऐसे
The developer
वो
act,
अरे कोई प्लेन खराब हो सकता है
and that was the definition for their idea. Now,
हाँ तो एकदम दो बेटे की छोटे ऐसी मैगी के साथ खा लो
to understand how product that
मैं तो खा
how
लेता हूँ
government works and what is the philosophy of the work. These are all now, but basically, so what if you want to developer what is done, you will done in the content. Okay. What is content? Content is basically whatever is okay. You are an intermediate and you know one that happens and all. And then you can start from it. Now I will give you a guidance. I would like that you are a beginner. And with this, what you need to learn, first need to learn in scale, which is basically create structure of text. Okay. So now you need to know HTML because there are some cases in AI also. They will tell you okay, AI can answer you like this, that okay, you need to modify this and go ahead and some cases into that particular thing. And now you need to know how a section works, how a thing works. You can go ahead and accommodate this section. Okay. That's why in email learning is completely very now let's get that to CSS. So now once you have an HTML list, then we probably select the option of HTML and it gets this is very easy then that can create some or some output generate. After that, the campaign is time. Here it's a fun. Writing manual CSS has been actually stopped for last few years. Even before this. Okay. There are features, there are visualized, there are multiple frameworks. Framework properly. You don't have to write it. So AI is not going to replace manual CSS. It has not. But this good step also. You good to know how CSS works. Even in this case, to write a CSS, AI also. You exactly need to know how CSS works. I will do a CSS file. Okay. I'll just example after that also. I'll tell you why AI is okay. So now in CSS, you can do any kind of customization in your API. That's why you spend much time. Let's say spend another 2 weeks on CSS and easily market it. Now, why CSS not what let me put it here my that when I see something content and you can see there is a CSS coding. There is another file. There are they are interviews. There are also another file. Here also is something. They are interviews. Now I'm creating my website. Basically, it is all CSS are generated. Particular. Okay. Now if I'm telling someone that okay, I want to change the color of this particular file channel. I don't know anything else. All it will do basically it will read all and basically huge level of and that company wants to offer. Like I know yes, I know this particular thing basically maybe responsible for this particular like a any plot, just read this particular line and details because plot this much only and without you are actually seeing a natural project company and definitely prefer rather preferring a white border. This is a practical example why even you are knowing AI, AI can do anything. Wherever. Now, any more questions related to this? I'll repeat everything after the front-end development and before. Any more questions until HTML, CSS? Okay. So I can see that I'll repeat get back to okay. I don't have to show you like, what I actually showed. I will show you in CSS file, which may contain one of them actually content actually I know 300 items. One of them is 100 and one of them is these many lines I have. Now, if I want to modify a single, let's say I want to change the color, and I don't know anything about this, what I'll be doing, I'll tell AI just change the color. Now, AI in the other hand will read this entire line of code and give me out, and that will cost a huge amount of tokens. So if I know CSS, I can just guide AI, okay, this particular class and tell me what CSS I need to do. In this case, it is reading mainly less. That's why actually we are using AI along with our coding. Big language we should learn for non-standard system is a whole lot. First learn HTML, after that CSS. Together, spend at least 15 minutes. Okay, this is basically a roadmap for HTML. Okay. Now, the moment you have already have a on your HTML and CSS, okay, then start learning the and this is basically heart of your entire system development. Okay? Because from JavaScript, you start learning logical programming. And if you are going to interviewer and you are a fresher, you because Indian fresher, if you go for interview, they will ask you many questions, and 80% of those will belong to Java. Because they want that even I'm not going for an interview, I want to judge a candidate. I want to judge a candidate how logical. I'll be asking a question from a logical lens. Now, from here, I'll get to know structure of Java. So I really need developer. So I definitely ask you good questions on Java. One for the logical part, another one is the architectural part. Why? Java
Keep on
have a
living.
very good
Until when you get
architecture. And it has right from the interviewer and I'm an interviewer, I can definitely consider you that you are very solid, you have a very solid foundation on understanding abstract user architecture. So that is the huge advantage and that also is very important. So in this case, you have to learn JavaScript logical part as well as how JavaScript actually works in architecture. Very, very important. Now, how much time you take this JavaScript? I will tell 1 to 1.5 months. Okay, depending on your learning process. Not that you are learning so that you are learning. Not that. If JavaScript
that
actually
is not sure.
takes 1.5 months. Okay? And in this time also you start like after let's say after 1 month you start participating. There are coding websites that say Hackara, it has good coding challenges platform also. You start doing those challenges and that do logical change and you use it coding down. Many of the companies, individual companies actually ask if they are putting down their challenge. You cannot do it. So in this case, so together in this JavaScript, we actually spend around 2.5 months. It's okay to spend 3 months because we are the foundation. Now, now once you learn JavaScript, once you are going to learn now, you are going to learn something called one framework. That framework has features learning. There are two frameworks that you can pretty much React and Angular. One is backed by React, one is backed by React. In this phase, go ahead and learn React. Now, React has multiple kinds of technologies here. More than we should learn how technology works. You learn React is a technology. There are multiple, there are React, there are mobile, there are multiple, and there are multiple we understanding. Like go ahead and learn React. Now, together engineers use our React and something framework. After 2 months, start building something. Can build this kind of static content. Have okay. Now, questions, any questions have in that year, webinar is for very much learning. Now, any question, put it in the chat. Uh, that's why follow the roadmap. There is something now that you are not concentrated, you are not reading or you are not learning it quickly. What happens basically, I start learning in and yes, I saw okay, it's react. Let's jump here. You will be moving sometime, but it's the same one thing. Do the thing. Yeah, I am telling you the roadmap. Moving down, that's what you will come up in a paper. So we have learned HTML, CSS, our yeah. And I'll also tell you when. Another thing is make some start with simple. Okay. So let's say 3.5 months you have completed and after 3.5 months you are called a front end. How to front end. Now this once the front end is let's now go back to the back. Now, what is the back? Basically, most of the cases, what is in front of us, trying to start developing something, they're actually aware about the front end. Okay? We're actually aware about the front end. But behind the scenes, the core what happens in the back end, the data manipulation or managing the data as well as managing are so first of all, let me tell you about how back end and front end work. Then we go back to that. Let me share my other. I'll give you one scenario and explain what is happening and even what is the role of front end and back end. Is my screen visible? You can see the diagram. Okay, good. Now, say go to the diagram. Let's say I want to buy some mobile. What I do is I go to Amazon.com, search for the mobile. Amazon. So, now, how it happens? I am opening Amazon in my system doesn't have a list of record of mobile available in how Amazon how my system is. Okay. I'm opening in my browser. Get your mobile, get your browser. I'm opening that. That the Amazon dot loaded that. Now type mobile. What happens? Amazon login and connect to a backend server. Backend server does something here where if the file on the database can during breaking and it is back to front. That's what the system does. So taking data from Amazon database and some manipulation of that data all happen on the backend. And this is the backend software actually, as a part of the backend development strategy. As it's part of your backend development strategy, using the front end that you just and as a part of your backend development strategy, developing the backend software, managing it as what you can do. Between this backend and front end, there are someone who connect basically that's called like stand for application program interface. Basically, backend is the owner of the system. Backend is the front end. Front end gives some data, let's say front end is the information while front end tells API that okay, I need right. If they go to backend, backend goes to database. Database without the data from data of the backend software. Backend software hand it over into the simplest architecture. Okay. Of course, there are multiple things that are multiple complicated, but this is the very high level and the layman language. Now, any question? Anyone has any question? I told you that the API is continuous. Okay. This is basically your plan. Now, go ahead and type the space in our plan. Now, how do we build a plan? So, there are two questions. You are already a backend developer. I think in Java that I have developed, Python, I have developed, I have developed that. Any language you know, you can build a backend. In this way, you can run it. Very good language. Now, you are a JavaScript developer, you are a very you are a very beginner, started working front end and JavaScript. You can use JavaScript. That's where Node.js comes in. What is Node.js? Node.js is a runtime. What is the runtime? I'm not going to something. There is a runtime in the system which allows JavaScript to create a backend. go ahead and see the backends of the business. Okay. Now, in the backend subscribe utility, we can, as I already language I mentioned, can Node JS space, Django, Flask, can for Python, Go is another language altogether, can use in Java, can use even you can use ASP.NET, anything you can use. And because the concept you need to learn is a part of this language. What is routing, what is UI controller, what is REST API, how authentication works. These are all but in this way, you learn another thing that's called database. Because you are managing living data, you are managing data. Backend software is using data from database. The big thing is to learn how to manage the database. Okay? So there are two kinds of database available in that's called SQL and SQL. Manage the SQL database. That's called one structure by language. Manage NoSQL database. You learn basically no Java, Java. Now, in this way, what we learn, I will suggest go ahead and find people for the database. My very accomplish because my you don't want to buy SQL server or something like that. Go ahead and try. Instead of NoSQL, go ahead and try Fox. That's not free. Definitely, I would suggest when you are learning, pay for the tools. You can use free tools. There are multiple open tools. They are available. You can use the learning. You not pay for it. So these tools are available. Okay. Now, any question? I already answered half the question. I'm just no, that was it's not. There are no rules for database construction. All the database comes with the map. The other tool already Python plus other use other than Java and the backend. There are no ways you can get a high paying job area with very clear or very understand your skill as well as the understanding of database. That's where the money is will see that the API there are API. That product description they're also asking that there's no Python that is our one language. API basically I understand multiple classes are multiple classes how API works. Okay, consider a very what let's say you go to a restaurant. This is the name. Call waiter and say, okay, I want it here. Waiter goes to the yes, and waiter is there. API is exactly like when you go to the front end, you need to find the biryani you tell API goes to the back end. Mapping is some one database and data. Similar like usually biryani and package. And you API coming back to front end and provide. It's not the responsibility to show in that mobile ecosystem usable manner. Now, anyone have any question on API? Somebody asked that. Mongoose is basically a warrant. I'm going to talk about that also. So, you need to learn something called, let's say I know structured query language. You are getting data. Many of the cases you can actually go ahead and write because there are that's where warrant comes in. In case of warrant, I just write some code in my that is type of 20 to the feeding in JavaScript or Node.js, I'll be writing the database query or write some database structure in JavaScript. Wherein basically going to convert that particular language you are using and it can be seen for the future. So it has to overhead, reduce the overhead of learning very significantly. You can use URL, you can create a relation model URL, and that will basically convert URL for a normal language. That's what URL is. And in this era, run URL. Most of the cases are doing URL. So any language you can use that I already answered it. You can be Java, Python, C++, C.NET, Golang, any. Okay. So that's basically your plan. Now any question on that, any more question on target, that's what you can use any language that can understand. You can be Python, you can be Java, depending on your knowledge. If you are actually beginner, you are starting Java, you already know Python, Python is already okay. Any more questions? All right, go back to next. REST API and API are same. Okay. Currently, same consider there are other APIs also there. There are GRPC, there are those are not equally important as the unique considered on the REST. In front-end only three languages in JavaScript. Yes, it's important to learn both the era you need to have is both as well as one will not have. Both of them are used by then in a single project you need both of them. Because this era of AI, data is very and database that is that much important. Now, what is the next step? If I learn database, now I have now what I can do, I can basically pick up tasks from that. I can build up some small software and a small feature level software like I want like I can build my own source I know front end back end and database. So I let us try and jump and try to build a map. But shall I go ahead and build a map in the Amazon store the very first day? No, start from very small. Let's pick up two things. Just pick up two things like whatever things you are to say and whatever you have done. And enter the front end, take the back end, then you into the back end. These are the small things. After that, try to use your own as a like keep all those database, try to keep those data. Just like not to data will that after that you can go ahead and try to that let's say just that kind of everything. But move to the entire flow, start with it. Once you have to understand, then you go ahead and say, once you have an understanding of it, once you go ahead and this is how step by step, one by one. Okay. Here, now, everything I told you, database is there. Now, after database, there are another things. So it is basically kind of a cleanup profile. You can, as a trader, you can go ahead and decorate this profile properly. Now, the most important is the repository basically tells you what are the project types. Okay. Basically, some dummy projects they have done. Four projects, right? And this project can be added down. Basically, some basically also down. So for me, I am a experienced developer now. I know that as a trader, six repository is not enough. You actually have six repositories. Yeah, and that's it. From there, actually, user will know that how much you have done. And from here also, as you can see, you can also see that how many people actually how they interact with you or how many people actually active. Okay. This is basically very good thing with boosting or submitting your book that can get okay. Here, any question? Okay. Let's get back to another. Now, you have spoken more that's fine. That's more than that. Fine. Now, the next thing, suppose you are e-commerce and what is your local market. Go ahead and start. Now, how do you definitely ask me how to do this code? Let's figure out how you like to do that. Go ahead and deploy. There are multiple what is the multiple provider, let's say Azure, cloud, and other all the other some way to deploy this code. But the problem is you need to pay. But as a trader, you don't want to pay. There are multiple things that are deployment partners that require partial exercise. They will basically deployment. You can deploy your project here, run your project properly, and you can post your interviewer or exit that you are ready to go. The interviewer and other people and others know that what are the things you have done. Okay. And there is something called Docker. I'm not going to talk about what is Docker, but throughout this journey after learning that, you will also learn what is Docker and how to analyze it. It is a few give of knowledge. Okay. There are some monitoring tools you can also have, but that I'm not telling you this is about monitoring, but these four things you learn from. Now, just when it is basically system design and BSS. Now, the question is very much asked by the interviewer. They will tell you, I want to build the e-commerce and I have to use this work. How to build this? That means you ask what is the language you are going to use? What? What is the backend language you are going to use? What? How do you connect this to the internet? How much what are the server identities? What the skeleton of the server is happening? These are the things they are asking. And these are the things they are only answer it want to know. If I am in India, what is the benefit and flaws of it? I am using node A for that. What is the benefit and or not? Node, then only you can answer. That's for the answer. Want to be a good company, want to attend a good company. Which can use data structure and algorithm. Data structure nowadays don't ask PhD class and what array, what stack graph. This kind of book is also this kind of book is getting in this idea. But the algorithm, they will give you a code and they'll get this code is done some algorithm and it is time complexity. Change the algorithm so that I can achieve this time complexity. This kind of complexity is just know what is time complexity and how to use an algorithm can be used. Okay. Any question? Now, without question, I'll answer each kind of question as it is. So that I'll give you the here that you can go ahead and ask. Then I just focus about the any question. time understanding, but definitely you need to know how to run and why. Just see, there are no answer how many inputs have to be put in. Okay. Who doesn't care about how what it is? Who just ask you the question you want to can answer, that's all. Now somebody can practice 8 hours a day, somebody can do just 1 hour a day, it's all about the it have a different lead focus. It where you go ahead and practice something. It have somewhere you push to you should do that mostly upload your videos. More like your picture you're uploading into Facebook and you don't get there the picture maybe someone today. Similarly it happens like that. You upload your post there and share your link to someone else and below. Eventually it will lead to big models. Now if you actually how do you call a model? Because they are not free, right? To run a model company like absolutely they are not an absolute having in the data center, they are actually buying unutilized GPUs, there are power so why do they do for the free? Definitely, there is a way to get or run without an architecture. There are something called OLM. Okay, that's actually and download a model and run it in the local. So definitely, if you want to run a model or a LLM local large language model, which can do coding in your local, it has to give you cost at least 1.5 lakh. Okay, there are GPUs supported in limited terminals. Those are only sold by NVIDIA. You need to have a GPU that start from 50,000. That's the way you want to code it, and you need to have a 1.5 lakh. And definitely use that CPU, that much power, that much food, just because of it. So that's why they never ever answer it. It's so with AI industry, there are multiple. They start telling you your 1 hour class is so with AI. Okay. I can go ahead and give you 1 hour class in this video. I just give you the high level understanding. What is basically a sum. So, mostly I already debated it. So this is basically two what do you call two reader have inbuilt AI integrated. But definitely on that also or as I told you the go to the VC documentation, they will ask you to download and I already told what is the problem. I have given the entire roadmap to our first year, second year, and follow that. What kind of project I have already told, start from very less, with the to-do list. After that, we for good resume builder. After that, go ahead and get some certified, start with e-commerce, then try to be a successful. These are the flow of portfolio from zero to yes, yes, there are. I will be handing over that my agent, the post coordinator. They will guide you all the inputs and all. Even though there are multiple questions I'm getting that I am standing in first year participate. There are clear experts who are experts in this domain, and I will be handing over that us, and she will answer all the questions what to do and how. Yeah, and let me here, let me really, for you.
Thank you, sir, first of all, for your time. And it's very enriching session. And I hope candidates, you must enjoy the session in terms of your queries, in terms of your learning questions, and you get the rope how to become a full stack developer, right? So, so as I can see the questions that means definitely you can get means goes from here. Okay. And you will get lectures also. There will be the live lectures covered. Okay. So yeah, let me share my screen. This one. Okay, so may I know first of all how was the session? Can I just get the maybe in the chat box just you know? Okay, great. Have you enjoyed the session, right? Okay, and then your queries are being solved, right? Right till now. Roadmap, amazing useful information. Okay. So all of you are satisfied with the training, right? And you can be ready to take a next step in that journey, in that learning journey. Great, good journey. Yes, definitely. Thank you for your wonderful reactions. Okay, so first of all, let's start. First of all, now, if you were looking for a good job, okay, so right now the current education scenario is that means the skill gap, okay, so the highly process involves so many things, right? Means the skill gap, the employers, the job seekers, okay. Apart from that, how companies are going to hire. So in the product base or in the service base, they are looking for the practical knowledge and the updated skills. So if you are a skillful, industry is becoming to you. If you are not, then you will definitely struggle. Okay, as I just read one question that means how a second year student can go for the things and how a working professional. Okay, the thing is that, for example, if you will start your journey from now on, okay, you will be ahead from others because right now you are learning the things and now if you join the course, okay, so definitely you can just add your theoretical knowledge with the practical implementation and you will able to get a good CPC in the initial itself because it's very simple. For example, if a fresher is going to get a high means for example at a 3 LPA, okay, but if someone is going to get an initial at the 8 LPA, that is a major difference. Okay, so if you also want to land on a higher CPC, you have to uh, you have to make your route initial. Okay, so you can just enrich your resume in a very lucrative way. Their project should be mentioned as such has shown me that how you can maintain your GitHub profile, the project. Because before seeing your resume, okay, interviewer always check your GitHub profile. So always maintain your GitHub profile. So that will give you the benefit actually. And apart from that, means the thing is that let's understand the hiring process. Right now, there is a skill gap, okay? And majority companies are using the means ATS score. So if your ATS score is below 5.5, the software is discarded. Your resume is discarded by the software. Okay. So that is the thing. And the project will always make a record because once you will do for any paid program, okay, the projects is the credible. They are the paid projects. Means once you will go for the interview will just analyze your means candidature that you have already, you're not a fresher, you are a partially experienced because you have already done your life projects. Okay, and you will also get to know about the technical interview rounds, the HR interview rounds. Okay, but degree alone won't get job anywhere. Skills and projects do. I hope you all will agree, right? Which platform you make a resume of these share campaigns. Actually, in the yes, I get it. I get it. Yes. So first of all, if you join the this HCL TV platform, okay, so the main thing is that you will just give the relevant projects, okay, that will enhance your credibility, okay. And yes, what about DSC and aptitude? Are they are not equally important? Definitely. The thing is that DSC is the backbone for any means full stack developer or any developer. Okay? Because DSC is directly proportional to your language. The more you will get the languages, the better you will be in the DSC. Okay, so that is a backbone. You can't miss the DSC because in the technical round and you are going as a fresher or the means or as a student. Okay, definitely they will start with the DSC question. That sir has already explained beautifully that if he wants to judge anybody in the interview round, they will ask the logical questions, okay? And the basic is the backbone. You can't miss the base. If our CGP in college is low but doesn't full stack, definitely. For example, if your CGP is low, okay, but you have learned the full stack in terms of current exposure, what the industry is looking for, definitely you will get a good job. Okay, because for example, if I today I have done my graduation and after that I have done one professional course. Okay, so in the resume I mention my professional course first, then the project listed, okay, and then my graduation will come. So the question will come, okay, may I know how many projects you have done? And the question will be directly from the projects. And if I explain the projects, okay, without any fumbling, definitely I get a job. Okay. Yes. Apart from that, yeah, so you will get the relevant industry relevant projects here. And in any interview, okay, you will go in any product based or in the service based company. Okay, the first round is always the active round, then your technical round. So if you join the HCL again, you will break down. There is a structured roadmap for each and everything. You will get the full plus support by the mentor, by the faculty, and apart from that, the proper hiring and placement team is there. So, from the initials, you can just track your record where you are lacking, what is your forte, and how you can get ahead. Yeah, definitely. In the interview, that tech and non-tech rounds are also there, okay, because they can analyze your communication skill also, the leadership skill also, and if you have means, for example, right now, may know means any of you have just given the interview and not selected in this box, the chat box, but means recently you have just given the interview but not selected. So what was the reason? You can just correlate right now. Yes, you are a first year student, you should start the course because the earlier you will start, the better you can do, and initially you can land on a good CTC. CTC always matter, right? As I explained, if you want to get a first job as a 42 LPA or a 24 LPA, 28 LPA, you should start making the projects early. You will get the credibility soon. Okay? Uh, yes. Apart from that, any question till so far you can ask? Okay. So now the question is, why should you invest in learning? Okay, for example, as I always explain, as I've already explained you that if you want a good job in a less amount of time, okay, you should invest. For example, if you pass out and then the gap will come, so that will be the technical gap. The company will directly ask, okay, what you have done in that period of time, and you have no answer, right? So you can't justify that. What is a good move? You can start early, earlier. You can make the hands-on projects, and you can get the means ahead from anybody else. For example, in your class there is a 68 student, or maybe you're means, just starting your job, or maybe you're the experience. Okay, so if you will just add on the project value in your CV, okay, you can expect a good salary from the industry and from the current from company, because company always extend on the retail part. Sorry, on the yes, on the hiring process, not in the retail part. Okay. Most important is development. Okay, you have created a motivated board. What is it? Uh, okay. Then we'll start this course. Okay. Okay, the course actually you can as my screen is visible, right? So first of all, the book, for example, you can learn from anywhere, right? You can learn in the YouTube also, in the free resources also. But if you start with the YouTube or the free resources, you can 98% of people will buy because there is no consistency. Okay, there is lack of commitment. There is no structure or no accountability. There is no personalized, but it will invest your money in the learning. Okay, you know you have to do this task. You know you will get this assignment. You have to learn. You stipulated time is period, and then you know that how to make a project. And if you are lacking, so definitely the mentor will help. So, the good thing is that you know that you all of you know that HCL is the third largest IT company and Ruby is a part of that. Okay, so in that program, the good thing is that there is a structured curriculum regarding what the industry is looking and how you can train yourself and what projects are needed. And apart from that, means how you can go on a good CPC and how you can means make your resume. So in that curriculum, you will start from fundamentals and gradually move for the advanced concept. Means you will cover your HTML, CSS, JavaScript, responsive web development, okay, React for content development, Node, Express, MongoDB, okay, REST API, deployment applications, in capstone full stack projects and AI assisted coding practice. So by the end of the program, you will be able to capable of developing complete web applications independently. Okay. Apart from that, you will get the live mentor support. For example, today my lecturer is missed, okay, and I have some doubts. What I can do, I can connect with my mentor, I can resolve my doubts, and means they will guide what my journey. Apart from that, the hands-on projects always create a good credibility because recruiters don't hire based on your service. They look for practical skills. That's why this program includes multiple real-world projects where you will build applications similar to what companies expecting from the developer. And these projects will strengthen your portfolio for the interview. Okay, and you will also get the career assistance from us. Means apart from the technical training, learners will also receive a career support, including your resume building, your LinkedIn profile optimization, your mock interview, your aptitude preparation, your placement assistance guidance, and your interview preparation. So the goal is not just to teach coding, but to help you becoming a job ready. I think your goal is also this, right? How you can just get a good job as early as possible, right? I think we all are here to know how we can land on a good job, right? This course is paid actually. First of all, you should do your graduation actually and start making some learning concepts by yourself. That will be the good understanding. Anything you want to know? Apart from that, as I mentioned that we will get the industry event capstone projects with task management system, task projects, music staging app, customer Gmail, client facing Gmail API, and you can enhance your resume with industry projects. Okay? These are the months that Sir has already explained that HTML, AWS, okay, JavaScript, React, Redux, Express, everything is included in that journey. Java structures are also included here. And the thing is that once you will enroll in that curriculum, you can track your journey. You can see your attendance performance, okay? You can see your scores, and you can manage your activities, the classes, the tasks, the projects, and you will also start giving the mock interviews earlier. You can visualize your projects, and you will also get the monitor project. So you can get a high level overview of project details and progress. These are the certifications you will get after the course completion. One certification you will get from the IIT Madras covers the certificate. Because SCL is a SCL will be integrated by the IIT Madras and IIM Ahmedabad. So this is a good thing that you are going to get a good certification. Okay. So one certification is from the IIT Madras covers the system and one certification is from the IIT Movie and one certification from the National Institute of Development Corporation. So this whole certification part, this whole course is certified by the governing bodies like AICTE approved, NASCOM certified, Google is a partner and that is also ISO certified. Uh, okay. Apart from that, this is the placement journey, how you will get the placement result. Okay? So once you will start your journey with the program, okay, first of all you will attend your weekly or weekend classes. You have two options. You can go with your weekly classes and you can go with your weekend classes. And that will be properly done. And the good thing is that you will get the access for the live practice. Okay. So if you will classes will be less, no worries. You can go and you can see the recording. Then after every class, okay, you can just go with the assessment, task, and hands-on industry projects. In that project, mentor will help you. Then you will get the technical mentorship by the industry experts. And after that, once your 70% of the course will complete, okay, you will get your mock interview. You will get your group discussion questions. And then your industry relevant capstone project and you will get the certified and then you will get the placement opportunities from the HCL group. So that is a very good program. If you will start means invest in yourself, definitely you will get a good job in a short span of time. And apart from that, you will also get a hybrid portal access. Hybrid portal access on which we have a 2000 plus hiring. Okay, so you can apply the job directly from the hire. You can see the package, you can see the location, and you will get the access of the hybrid portal for the period of 1 year, and you can apply by there. Apart from that, we will also give you the opportunity, but apart from that, you will also get the hybrid portal free access. So, why, how the, what support you are going to get as a SCL program? Okay, first of all, as I always told you, that first of all you will get your tools to practice. Okay, then you will also get the doubt solving session. Then you will get the practical hands-on experience, and then you will get the mock interview, your capstone projects, and the mentors with relevant experience. So they will help you and they will make your journey more beautiful so as soon as possible. Whatever the package you are expecting from the industry, you will land on that. Yes. And apart from that, here you will also get one-on-one doubt clarification with us. Okay. You will get the 50 plus instruction and mentors, and you can ask the expert session also. And you can do your assignments, you can track your weekly reports, and the lifetime access of the report. Okay, so definitely imagine this that if you will start the journey from now, okay, definitely from now or 6 months later, you will confidently introduce yourself as a full stack developer. You can crack an interview with real world project experience and you can earn 6 to 12 LPA or more even actually in a product based company. As in the earlier of the workshop, okay, all of you have mentioned some of the companies, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Logi, all other product based companies. So if you want to land in a product-based company, definitely you have to learn the required skill set which industry is looking and how you can groom yourself in that. And you no longer worry about the placements of career growth because you will get the placement opportunities from our side. Okay? Yes. Because right now companies are not only looking for the coders. Okay? They are looking for the developers who can build the front end, the back end part, who can handle the databases, and who can deploy the applications also, and who can work in the agile team. So that's right now companies are looking not only the developers, they are looking for overall package. So as a sir has already described, and you can also understood that what are the responsibilities and what are the required skills for each and everyone for each and every application. You can see that you want to develop the scalable web application, that you will see this part will work. You want to work with the databases, you want to make work, integrate the front end back end system, what is the more Java or Python back end will work. Yes. Okay, I think the majority of you were thinking that should I wait for another year? Okay, should I start or not? Or means may I know means how many of you want to start the course? Means how can you just sense the serenity of this program that if you will join, then how you can get benefited? May I know in the chat box? Google is our partner actually. the good thing is that it's a very structured program just to design what is industry especially and how you can land on the high track. So, if I tell about you the means HCL movie a little bit, okay, so HCL movie is a 2011 company, okay, that is when 2014, in 2014, we become as a company in HCL acquired, and then we are partners with the Anna University, and we are incubated by the IT Madras, and also we conducted the India's largest AI hackathon in the 2008, and we have 4 million learners worldwide. Okay. Apart from that, India's largest AI news regulations, you can see that most videos taken online artificial intelligence less than 24 hours. And we are the best Gen AI training partners. Okay. May I know means how many of you have recalled this thing? Yeah, anybody can join. Non-Indians also, NRI also, Indians also. Okay. It is a live classes. Okay. And if your classes is a miss, you will get the recordings and the recording lecture is for the live. Definitely, everything will be start and journey from very basics to advanced. Okay. It doesn't matter what you know. Yeah, it's always going to say, but what was the perception behind the scene? Yeah, actually the batch is going to start with you. Okay, so first of all, you have to go with the registration part, and then we'll see the interactive and okay, let me show the fee structure. So first of all, here the movie scene depicts the passion versus the dilemma. Okay, he's thinking, what should I do? Means, should I continue the passion or should I continue in our comfort zone? So means that is a turning point. So I think majority of you are thinking that what should you do, right? You should continue with the course or you should drop the idea. In I suggest you can continue with the course without any second thought and you can make your career in a good direction. Okay. So these are the success story of yours, like Monica Patel, Lily Ahmed Patel. Okay, so they have joined the forces and they have placed in a good company. And yes, I think all of you have just remember the bonuses, right? What we have talked about. Yes. So the thing is that right now you can just grab the issue offer, the 10,000 discount in the fee because actual fee is actually 95,999. Okay. But right now you can grab a 10,000 direct discount. So that is a total fee 85,999. Okay. And you can go with the EMI option and 999 will be your registration link. Okay. So 999 will be your only registration link. You can just pay the registration amount, you can drop your seat and you can start your journey. Only the first 25 students. So I think you will get the link on the chat box. Yeah, 86,000. It will go. You can pursue the course at the cost of 86,000. Yeah. So you can make this time, okay, and you can just use the payment link, and you can just go on that, and you can just use your registered mobile number and email ID, and you can pay the registration amount. Okay? It's not too costly, okay, because here you are getting two, yeah, definitely, you can pay in the installment. There will be the 18 months to 24 months installment, and the good thing is that you have a 7 days observation period also. For example, if I start my course, okay, from today, so from today till 7 days, we have an observation period. Okay, and in that period, if you if mentor finds you not able to do the course, or if you find you are not able to do the course, you can take a step back. Okay, and your fee will be refunded. So documentation part will be cancelled if you are just go with the link. Okay, so you can just reserve your seat. Okay, because right now means in the webinar you are getting the 10,000 direct discount. Okay, will be covered here. Yeah, triple nine is a registration amount. Yes. You should not think that it is that now. Right now, it's a very industry relevant program where you will learn the relevant technology as you learn in the MongoDB, the SQL, the React, things like this. And you will learn means you can everything in terms of projects, and that will help you in building your resume, your LinkedIn profile, each and everything you will get support from us. So right now you can take a benefit. Uh, Triple nine of the registration amount, you can just lock your seat with just triple nine. Okay? So that is a good thing. Course fee is 86,000. Okay? Course actual fee is 95,999. But right now, the participants who have joined the webinar, they can just they have the option of 10,000 benefit. Okay? And at the cost of 85,999, you can start the course. And in that triple nine is the registration amount. If you have paid the fee, can you share the screenshot with me so I can connect and I can explain you the procedure, each and everything in a elaborative way. Tomorrow we can have a session. And the good thing is that one is always suitable for each other platform, the social media applications, the learning management system, the CRM software. Okay. So if I just simply explain you, the one is important because it equips you with the end-to-end way that developing the skills instead of learning separate technologies for the front end back. You can master one ecosystem. Okay. So you can use this opportunity and you can be the part of the HCL movie and you will get the hands-on experience with full-fledged support by the mentor and the lifetime accessibility with the live projects available. Yes, definitely. If you are serious about your career, okay, because for example, if you want to invest, definitely free if you go with the free program, okay, you will never get the consistency. You will never get the prime means sense, okay. But if you go with the paid program, that is the consistent structure and the full support you will get. We can use that triple nine registration amount to block your seats, okay, because we have only 25, we have the batch size of 25 from all over the India. Okay. So there is two batches only. One is weekday, one is weekend, and from all over the India, only 25 students or work professionals are allowed to join in that week. So you can just block your seat right now. Any other questions regarding the project course curriculum? That is a 6 month structured curriculum. Okay, in written. In that, you can go enroll with yourself in the weekly and weekend batches. And if your classes will miss, for example, okay, uh, if your classes will miss, you can go with the recordings part in it and you will get the project experience and to get your profile, your LinkedIn profile, each and everything will be taken care by the SCL. budget appear, okay, after ending of the level. Once that is clear, you will get the. So I hope means as you can see, only 11 seats are left, right? So means use this opportunity because for every good thing you have to pay, right? If you want to improve yourself, you have to pay. And right now, each and everything is included. Here your absolute preparation is also covered. In what interviews related to file optimization, your identification, each and everything will be covered. I hope the course curriculum is clear. Uh, okay, guys, and you can also just drop your query. Okay, and if you have any query, you can just use drop your query, and the team will reach you. Okay. So I hope means what you often have just done the registration part and the EMI part is also available. And with the 99 triple nine, you have locked your seat, I guess, right? And yes, if you have any questions, okay, you can just note down my number and you can note down my email ID and you can just drop your query also. And for this, if you want more clarity, okay, and you want to connect with the expert, you can just fill the form. So that will help you. GUVI is a part of HCL group of companies. Okay. So if you are doing, you are, for example, if you are the part of any good institution in terms of study or maybe in terms of job, so the company always invest the money in terms of resources. So HCL is the third largest healthcare company and GUVI is a part of that. So you will get the good resources in terms of paid projects, in terms of upskilling, in terms of mentors, in terms of tracing. So that's why I think this is always the best. Okay, and here the inquiry form, guys. If you have, still you have some inquiry, okay, you can just fill that form and means we can just sit with one-on-one support and I can just explain each and everything. So kindly fill the inquiry form. Uh, yes, actually, as I told you that 95,000 is the cost, okay. But you can just go right now the 86,000. Okay. For example, if we go with that program, okay, in that everything is included. The training part, the paid projects. Every project costs around 5 to 10 lakh in between. And you have the opportunity to add these paid projects in your CV or resume. So once you will go in the interview on that basis of the project, you are able to fetch a good salary hike. If you go in as a fresher, okay, or maybe a 1 or 2 year of experience without any live projects, okay, you will not get a good salary. And that is the industry scenario. So right now you can avail the course at the cost of 85,999. Okay. And in that triple nine will be the registration amount and you have the 7 days observation period also. You will do the classes, okay. You will do the classes first and then you will analyze whether you should go with the program or not. Because I think you must heard about the paid counseling, right? In that means they paid us 7,000, 6,000 or 5,000 for the 2 or 2.5 months. But here at the cost of only triple nine, okay, you can start your course and you can finalize one option. For example, if you want to go with the loan and you have paid your triple nine, you can start your course. You can just learn with the 7 days. Okay. You can connect with the mentor. You can check the credibility and availability about the projects and draw each and everything. And once you will fully satisfied, you will go with the main payment part. So that is really very good. And apart from that, IIT Madras is one of the oldest IIT in India, and you are going to get a certificate involved in the curriculum, the teachers will tell you about the paid projects because paid projects are means the industry buy. For example, let's say maybe has buy some projects to inbuilt in the curriculum. So apart from the curriculum projects which are mentioned in the portion, you will also do some additional projects that will enhance your credibility. Any other question you want to know? I hope now it's clear that what is a paid project. Actually, as you told me that you're a third year student, okay, still you have a lot of time because fourth year is a rest year. The fourth year you will always just do the research project, right? So you can evaluate, you can use your time in making your good projects because the thing is that, for example, the higher package of the company, okay, will start coming in your fourth year start or the third year. Okay. The good thing is that means you have a still good amount of time you can invest in your projects, curriculum, the industry exposure, the profile, and the little optimization tools. Whether you are BCA, MCA for 1 year experience or 2 year experience doesn't matter. So this is the thing. And apart from that, you are going to get each and everything in a very less amount of cost. Because if you will go for any project, okay, that cost around means more than 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Paid projects I have already told you. Is there any other query from your side, guys? Yes, you will also get the certificate. Okay, so you can just do the, you can just fill out the certification form. You can check your email and click the given link, and you can share your certification in the LinkedIn too. I hope now you get your answers, right? You will get the certification for this webinar. You can just fill the certification. I hope if you have any query, okay, then so you can just fill the query form and any other doubts you have, right? I hope now you are clear that why did you join this course, okay, that is a 6 months course that will give you each and everything which is required to land on a good job and you can just go with the projects, the groceries, the lifetime recordings, each and everything is included. Okay guys, this was a nice interacting session with me. Okay, I hope majority